trying to get this money for the rent, for the Cadillacs and gas money spent. We'll have a whole lot of bitches jumping shit.
Miami boy 17 is arrested for using social media to pimp out a 14-year-old girl for, and arranging up to 5 dates a day at $250 an hour. Wow, $250 an hour. Javier Quintero faces multiple charges, including trafficking of a minor. He is accused of selling a 14-year-old runaway girl. Runaways, man, dangerous. Too many predators out there on the streets. A lot of these girls, I believe, I don't have the data to back this up, but I believe a lot of these girls that get into this, perhaps in the United States, for instance, or Western countries, are runaways. Let me know what you think. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but in other countries, they don't care. They'll just straight up grab you, steal you from your home. I'm sure that happens here as well, though. The girl told police that he arranged up to 5 dates a day for her at hotels near an airport and charged Johns $250 an hour. Her relatives saw pictures of her being sold on social media and told police, wow, that's crazy. They must have been actively looking. Somebody tipped them off, maybe. Wow. Whew. Good thing they caught wind of this. Jesus. A 17-year-old has been arrested on charges related to trafficking of a 14-year-old runaway in Florida. Javier, mentioned above, Miami, was arrested Wednesday, the day after the girl's relatives told police that they had seen pictures of her, allegedly being advertised for prostitution on social media. Looks like they moved pretty quickly on that one. So the day after, police were on that. Boom. Got it done. Nice. Although Quintero is being held at a juvenile detention center, he now faces adult charges. Excellent. That's what we love to see. Of trafficking a person under 18, deriving support from proceeds of prostitution, possession of child pornography, and renting out space to be used for prostitution. They are hammering this dude. Look at this loser. They threw every charge in the book at him. Good for him. Innocent until proven guilty, of course. But good for him. Oh, there's more. Additional charges against him include custodial interference, unlawful use of a communications device, and contributing to the delinquency of a child, according to his arrest report, which was obtained by the Miami Herald. This situation is every parent's worst nightmare, definitely. Miami-Dade State Attorney Catherine Fernandez-Rondell told CBS Miami, "Children like this are children, can be lost so easily. But I and our law enforcement partners are determined to keep that from happening." Police said relatives of the girl, who was not being named, told them late Tuesday about the social media pictures of her they saw. The cops were able to trace the images of the girl back to Miami's Runaway Inn, where they found the girl that night. Rundle said that the girl told police that she had run away from home several weeks prior due to a conflict in her household. And that's the thing that a lot of young people don't get. Here I go with my old isms, but a lot of people, and obviously there aren't going to be probably many 14-year-old individuals, even 15, 16, 17-year-olds watching this video, but you adults know that there's so many predators out there, and a young person really has no way to make it out there. Teenage life sucks for everyone, for the most part. We all have those agreements with our parents. We're coming into our own, trying to formulate our own identities. I was the same. I had to get worn out by my mom with the wooden spoon a few times. Back talking being what it is, thinking I was thinking I was all a wise guy and tough and knew everything. The reality is there's no way for a young person out there to make it. Girls and boys the same. What are you going to do for a job? At that age, 14, 15, 16, 17, the only thing you have to sell is your body. And predators out there, like this guy, they'll find you. Look at him. This guy's only 17. Look at him. What a dipshit. He does look so old, though. Doesn't he look like he's like 23, 24 maybe? Look at that cool guy here. And would they say it was the Runway Hotel? No, excuse me, the Runway Inn. I was thinking of the Roadway Inn, which is a trashy chain. I don't know about the Runway Inn. Maybe that's trashy as well. Look at him, cool guy here. He's got the alcohol. Why does he need two? One for each hand. What a loser. There it is, the Runaway Inn. Investigators said that the girl was introduced to Quintero by a friend, and that 1 week after meeting him, he took her to motels where they would have sex. So, some friend, right? That 1 week after meeting him, he took her to motels where they would have sex. Okay, so a week passed. So what would that be? The grooming phase, perhaps? Quintero later allegedly told the girl that she could make $250 an hour if she performed acts with other men. According to Quintero's arrest report, the girl told police that he sold her up to 5 times a day at hotels, including the Runaway Inn and a Days Inn. Days Inn, slight step above the Runaway Inn, perhaps, but, Days Inn. Across the street from Miami International Airport for about 3 weeks. 5 times a day. If they're saying 5 times a day, every day, for 3 weeks, 5 times a day, every day, so 35 times a week times 3, that's 105 times, $250 a pop, assuming it was $250 every time. It probably was, and he probably took whatever he can get, because why would he care, right? Even if it was $100 every time on average, that's still $10,000. $200 on average would be $20,000. They should hit him with some kind of tax fraud as well, something like that. She said Quintero told her to get payment up front, to give it to him immediately, so that she wouldn't get robbed, and to ensure that the men wore condoms. What a caring guy. Look at that. He cares about her health. What a guy, right? Professional pimp. A pimp with a heart. She also said that Quintero handled all the arrangements for prostituting her, including providing the hotel room and transportation, while also taking all the money and controlling her living situation. Okay, he had expenses, all right. She told police that the first person who she was sold to was called Slime. Of course he was, and he was a slime. And that he paid for sex with Percocet pills. Police said they saw a screenshot of a July 19th text that Quintero had kept, in which Slime offered 5 Percocet pills and $100 to have relations with the 14-year-old Runaway. While she was being prostituted, the girl said that Quintero gave her marijuana, cocaine, MDMA, Percocet, and dextromethorphan. Did I even pronounce that right? I had to practice it like 8 times. Police said that Quintero's Instagram account showed pictures and videos of the girl, including a clip of him touching her breasts. The videos and picture appear to have been deleted. Only 2 pictures of Quintero remain on the Instagram page. After being taken into custody, Quintero allegedly told police that he thought the girl was 17. In Florida, minors ages 16 or 17 can have consensual relations with a partner who is up to 23 years old, without it being considered statutory rude. The girl, however, that he knew she was a minor, WSVN reported. Quintero faces at least life! Woohoo, baby! If convicted on the trafficking of a minor charge. Boom! Wouldn't that be great to see this guy put away for life? If indeed he's the guy, we gotta say innocent until proven guilty, but damn! I hope they drop the hammer on this dude if it is indeed him, Interestingly though, kind of my final thought would be this. Glad they got him. Glad they got this girl back to safety. And hopefully a lot of young girls see this story, and young boys as well. Cautionary tale. No matter how bad you think your household is, this is what awaits you. And this is what happens when adults or predators get their hands on you. It's a dangerous world out here, even for adults. Kids have no chance on the streets. That's what I'm saying. And what we didn't hear, what I was thinking about was, what about the charges with him and her? We hear most of the time when there's a pimp that he will have relations with the female as well. So even though he's 17 and she's 14, they're both minors. I'm wondering if there's some kind of charges they can bring against him. I know that they're both minors, probably not. We read about here 16 or 17, can have relations with up to a 23-year-old. She's obviously younger. He's a minor as well, but it looks like they've got enough charges to put this guy away for a long time if convicted. And you know what happens if you've watched any of these prison channels where guys get out of prison, they're trying to turn their lives around, and I watch some of them. It's interesting, and I'll have some recommendations on some of those channels going forward, but those guys will tell you how guys like this will get treated. How people who commit these kind of crimes, be it against children, women, men, even elderly, it's just the trafficking charge, any kind of sexual crime against an individual, you're going to be somebody's bitch. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let me know what you think of this. Man, I'm glad she is safe. And as I said before, this would be one of my main things that I would talk about if I was ever in any position of power, is just helping individuals like this to get off the streets and to not get involved in these situations to begin with. Yeah, I got a heart. What can I say? Shut up. Don't tell anybody. Shh. All right. Hopefully you guys feel the same. Hopefully you're glad that this girl is safe, and let's hope justice plays out, right? If he's the one, then let's hope a jury sees it and they bring the hammer down on this dude. All the best, everybody. Thanks for watching.